Hello friends, I'm back for another card from my second Christmas card class, and this one is the Merry Christmas trees or winter scene card. And in your kit you will have your cardstock base, and this is Seaside Spray, which is so pretty, piece of designer series paper, and a piece of embossed Whisper White cardstock. Two die-cut trees out of some shimmer white paper along with a snowdrift. You'll have a piece for your sentiment. Now this one I stamped from the Arrange a Wreath set, so if you did the previous Christmas card class, we used the wreath dies from this set, and so I used the Merry Christmas from here, which I thought was really pretty. But I wasn't able to stamp that for you, so hopefully you have a stamp that you can use for your image in any color. You know, black is always, black and gray and even dark browns or even a medium brown are always good colors. You also could do something on your computer. So if you've ever done that before, I don't know if I gave you this tip before, but you can you know, you use like Word or some kind of software like that, and come up with your font and words that you want to use. Print it out on your printer paper to test it, and then once you've got it the way you know the size that you like, what you can do is just tape this down over top of where it prints. So I always mark on my paper the top front of the page when I put it into the printer, so I know where it's gonna print, and then I know how to put it back into the printer when I go to put it on this piece of paper. But you can then, once you've got your printer paper and your image, you can tape this over top and then run it back through your printer and get your words right on there. So, but hopefully you have something that you can use for that sentiment. Another option too is to, you know, use a sticker, word sticker, or you can even just put, run something through your printer and put it across the top of this piece. So you have that in your kit, along with this stitched rectangle piece out of silver shimmer paper, and then some of the twine. So let's talk about where some of the products are from in case you want to order some of these. So here are the dies that I used for this card, and I'll show you where they are in the catalog. So first off is the piece I used for your sentiment. That comes from the Stitched So Sweetly set. This die set is $32, and it's got several different shapes, and all of these stitched and scalloped rectangles obviously all layer. So it looks like there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those. And then these label pieces all layer in really unique ways. So that's a cool set, and that's on page 179 of the annual catalog. Then on page 181 is In the Woods, and this is where I have the two trees. So there's actually two tree dies in that set, which is really nice, makes it kind of fast for die cutting those pieces. And this set also had the two trees from the first Christmas card class that we did, and that's a $33 set, and it's on page 181 of the annual catalog. And then the stitched rectangle actually wasn't from the same as the stitched labels. This one is from the Stitched Rectangles die set, which is on page 183, because it's got that long skinny one that I really love. This one a lot. I think it's just a really neat piece for extra layering. And then finally, oh, I'm sorry, this one that I used for the snowdrift is also from the In the Woods. They're showing it in the catalog as this long rectangular piece, but it's actually this piece right here. So I used that to make our nice, smooth, even snowdrift. If I tried to hand cut that, I probably wouldn't do it quite so well. And then finally, the embossing folder is on page 185, and it's called Woodland. And the piece of designer series paper comes from a set we used in the prior class called Trimming the Town designer series paper. There's the stripes right there. I really love the stripes. I think it's kind of a neat paper, and I love the color. And that is on page 25 of the holiday catalog. So let's go ahead and get started and put this card together. So we're going to go ahead and just fold our card in half and give it a nice score, make a nice crisp fold on that card. And then we're going to attach the designer series paper. Oh, there's all those houses on the back. Pretty paper. I was thinking of doing a card with this house paper, but that would require some fussy cutting to cut those houses out, because I did not get the dies for that set. Or the stamps. I just got the paper because I thought the paper was really fun. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and put the embossed woods piece that's done in Whisper White cardstock. And we'll put that piece down. Just centering it as best you can. And then your snowdrift is going to go across the bottom. I made it just a slightly longer than your embossed piece. Hopefully you like that. If you don't, you can just trim a little bit on the one end. And I think I'm going to just go ahead and put that down with regular adhesive, no popping that piece up. So I'm going to line it up along the bottom and then just let a little bit extend on each end. Just so pretty. Okay, now for this one, I think I want to pop the sentiment piece up above the rectangle. So I want a couple of mounting squares there in just across the center where it's going to go on the silver piece. And then the silver piece I'll put down flat. I really like this piece. I just think it's kind of a nice little added touch. Okay, so there's that piece. And now I'm gonna put my trees on, and I think I want this one to, and then this one up a little higher, maybe just a little higher, just to get kind of some visual interest there. And because these are so delicate, I'm gonna put them on with my liquid glue. And let's see if I have a scrap piece of paper handy. I'm not seeing one handy. So I'll just go ahead and try and do this off to the side where I'm not going to put my arm through it. So I'm just going to just kind of quickly just sort of run this over this image. I'm not concerned with getting every little nook and cranny. Because I like to work a little faster than that. So I'm going to put this one so that it's a little bit lower. Just kind of tap that down. I've got this one stuck to my arm. And then I'll go ahead and get some, see the mess I made? That's why I needed a scrap piece, but I didn't have that have any handy. And you're going to have a little bit, because this tree is so, the branches are so thin and delicate, you are going to have some glue kind of like stick to your arm like that, but that's okay. It will dry, and it will dry clear, and all will be good in the world. And then this one I'm going to tuck into the snow and have it so it extends a little higher. Okay? There, I think that's super pretty. And then my word piece is going to go over here off to the side. And then I already went ahead and made my little bow just so you didn't have to watch me kind of struggle with a little piece like that. And I am going to put it on with a glue dot. Now, here's another little trick. If your glue dot is too large for your image, I peel the one side off and then I kind of fold it in half onto each other. So now it's half as thick. If that makes sense. Let's decide where, I can't tell if, I think I want this to be the front. Not that it really matters, but, so now it fits that little bow a lot better. And I'm gonna put the bow at the bottom of this piece, just to give it even a little bit more interest. Close up this glue bottle and go ahead and I think I'm actually going to put some tear tape on the back of this because I'm dealing with some embossing and just a small area that's going to go down. So I think I want to make sure it's good and tight, good and strong. And I went a little over, but that's okay because I can just pull it back onto itself. Peel that backing off. Hopefully peel the backing off. Or maybe not. You're probably laughing going, oh, the struggle is real, right? My mom used to say, you just have to hold your mouth a certain way. And then things will work out for you. So I think I want him to be just right here. So that I don't cover up, I like my snow drift. And there you go. Another fairly simple card, and I think it's super cute and really pretty, and also too I think it's very masculine. So you know, if you're looking for something that's not too flowery or foo-foo-y, if that's a word, I like this one. So it's nice and simple, and the inside is very light, so easy to write on. You don't need to have an extra panel in there. There you go. Thank you.